already know what time it is. It's your boy DJ Richie Skye back with some tea, interviews, recaps, and more. And be sure to check the links in the description of this video for trips, for books, one-on-one sessions, and more. Now let's get into the tea.
Just when y'all thought that Wreck-It Ralph was done, baby.
Surprise, surprise. Surprise, surprise.
Ralph is back. Wreck-It Ralph is back in the building, y'all, causing havoc in Drew's life yet again. And we're going to dive on into it, okay? Shout out to everybody in the chat. Now, let me go ahead and lay the ground rules for you. I'm going to put your chats on the screen. If you say something crazy, then we will eject you, okay? We will eject you nice and quick. Faster than Kim Fields could leave those ladies from the Real Housewives of Atlanta in her rear view mirror. You will see skid marks on your behind for how fast I will eject you from the building. So that means, chat, if you see something, say something. Okay? Now, we got a lot to talk about. First things first, let me address something. Okay? I got to do it. I don't even like addressing stuff like this. Do we need to retire Big Back Cadillac? Because the people are offended. Yes, child, the people are offended. I have gotten some messages. Oh, I'm so disappointed in you. Oh my God, I'm so disappointed. This is not your brand of shadiness. Let me explain it to you. Big Back Cadillac has absolutely nothing to do with Lonnie Love. Okay, let me just address that real quick. It is merely the insanity with which Tamar rolled it out that just sounded so crazy that we could not let it go. Okay? It ain't got nothing to do with that lady. Now, Tamar might have meant it for that lady, but not me. Okay? Not us, not here. Okay? It is just something that we have taken that was a negative, and we have just turned it into something that we can utilize for our own entertainment. And that is all it is. We ain't calling nobody a Big Back Cadillac except for myself, okay? I am the Big Back Cadillac. I am the eater. I likes to eat, okay? And if you share in my love for food and foolishness, then you too can be of the Big Back Cadillac variety. But please, y'all, stop asking for offense in your life, okay? That is when you take something that is not even meant for you and you begin to apply it to yourself. Drew really was right. A hit dog will holler. Arf, 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 arf. Okay? It's just, it really is a Big Back Cadillac situation now. Oh, Jesus. Okay? We as in me, okay? We as in me. It's like, lighten up a little bit. Lighten up. Do not take on an offense. Like, don't make something offensive to you if it's not even meant to be offensive. Like, you are choosing to be offended at this point. You're choosing it. Let me and my Big Back Cadillac live. Jesus. You know what, honestly?
Surprise, surprise. Surprise, surprise.
It surprises me every day, the things that people are offended over. But Nevertheless, Drew and Ralph, Wreck-It Drew and Wreck-It Ralph, okay? Or Drusilla, as Phaedra calls her. Yesterday, remember we told y'all that Ralph had dropped some receipts about the allegations about him being in Tampa and Drew allegedly not knowing. All right. So you better drive back. Okay. So we learned that according to Ralph, Wreck-It Ralph, Drew knew that he was in Tampa. This harkens back to her first season, their first season, because we gotta give Ralph his peach too, to be honest with you. I mean, he is working hard for it. I mean, literally, but I also feel like he is looking for his side of things to come out, and I can see that to a certain degree. But I don't think it's working in his favor. I actually think that everything that he is doing is actually making people like Drew more, whether they believe that she fibbed or not. I feel like it's just making them fall more to her side. And I don't think that's why I said I don't think he's doing himself any favors, but we'll get into the nuts and bolts of it in a second. Drew commented on the Neighborhood Talks post and said, he is really trying to earn his peach today, huh? My producer, Marcus Burns, official, wouldn't fabricate or follow fake storyline. He was the person who found out that Ralph was in Tampa and told me because we were supposed to get the panorama test. Okay. So I guess this really falls under who you choose to believe, right? Are you team Drew Sidora? Or are you team Wreck-It Ralph? Rex in effect, pumps in a bump. Whose team are you on? I guess it really depends on that, right? But we're gonna get into it. Yeah, I mean, sometimes a lot of times they will. I don't know if that's true or not. If Britt he's also Britt's producer. I have not verified that, but if you know that to be true, then that sometimes is common, because there's so many cast members that you have to kind of manage. And I believe he's. I mean, I feel like I've seen his name before. I feel like I follow him on Instagram, so he does a lot of work. So it's not beyond the realm of possibility that they could have the same producer. I really don't know. Yeah, so I see a lot of people are Team Drew. Now that's interesting. Here's the thing. I don't know how Ralph is getting all of Drew's messages. I really don't. And let me tell you something. A lot of y'all say, well, he work in IT, so maybe that's how he doing it. But I used to work in IT. I don't know how to get nobody phone messages. Honestly, I wouldn't even care enough to do it. To be very honest with you, I really wouldn't. I don't care. It doesn't cross my brain to go. Let me go look into somebody. Let me look at that cell phone. Because if you looking, you're gonna find it. If you're looking, you're gonna find it. Okay. So there is that, her response to this. Now, I really want to know, though, what is going to be her response to this? Now, this is everywhere this morning. I happened to just open up my Instagram, and this was the first thing that I saw. It was the first thing that popped up on Mr. Housewives' page. Okay. Who in the Dick Tracy took this photo? Who in the J.B. Fletcher took this video? Man, I done lived a lot of life, okay? A lot of life, okay? Just a little bit of background. I used to work in IT at the Library of Congress way back, like years ago. Then I moved to LA, I DJ'd there. I was a server there. What else did I do there? I've written for a lot. I've done a lot of like IT work in like copywriting and stuff like that. So yeah, I have lived a lot of life. Worked in news, obviously, as you guys know. I'm thinking about getting back into DJing. Let me not go down this rabbit hole. We'll talk later. But anyway, who in the Perry Mason took these photos? I'm really trying to understand. Like, is this the AI of Drew and Ty? Let's dive all the way into the shenanigans. All right. He says, "You ready for the truth?" You can't handle the truth. Now, I told you yesterday, he said, I advised Drew to stop lying and speaking negatively about my character, integrity, and or discrediting my name. This bad guy storyline was successfully used every season, and now it's time to say goodbye. But what he really meant was, hello. So he says, it's crazy how I'm called a serial cheater with no receipts when the affair that ended our marriage is denied, like explicit details haven't been out there for years. Keep crying for the cameras and telling your fake truth, but don't confuse acting with innocence. Ooh, that was I don't, Ralph and his lyrics, they be on. Okay, they be on. Well, welcome, boo. Welcome. Okay. This is why we say alleged, right? Because you just never know these days. All right, so let's digest and dissect. So we're gonna. Oh God. This appears to be Ty and Drew sitting in the car with her asleep. These messages would have to be taken from Drew's phone. Otherwise, did somebody get Ty's phone? Let's look further. Okay, this is we got to solve this case. These messages have got to be from Drew's phone. All right. So let's take a read through. So this appears to be, and let me go ahead and say allegedly, Drew's phone messages to Ty. She says, "That's me, baby. Oh, thank you. Heart emoji face, heart emoji face, heart emoji face." Ty allegedly appears to say, "I love and miss you so much. I can't wait to have you +3. And then Drew appears to say, allegedly, "Oh my God, at first I was like, wait, +3, but oh, I get it. And baby, I love you so, I love it so much. I can't wait either. Are you ready?" Ty appears to say, allegedly, "I'm nervous. You got me scared and nervous. LOL at +4. I'm watching your show. My brother said I did say I want a family." So I'm assuming by the +3, she means Drew and her kids. And then when she says the +4, we do know that on Basketball Wives, she did take Brandy to the place so they can see down in her nether regions, what was going on, so that they can find out if, how many eggs she's working with or whatnot, and whoop-de-whoop, right? So then Drew appears to say, allegedly, "Be careful what you ask for. Oh, Lord, what episode you on?" Ty appears to say, LOL, right? Episode 7. This is so insane to me. Then there's more. How are these messages? How in the MacGyver is he getting these messages? All right, anyway, it says, baby, I was knocked out. I just woke up thinking about you. I miss you so much. Thank you for my flowers. Crazy. Let's talk about that screenshot because, yeah, that's strange. Okay, I can't sleep. I've been sleeping on and off, Ty appears to say. And then sends a message of Drew singing. Then Ty appears to send a message of herself, and Drew appears to say, allegedly, it looks so good and healthy. Then Ty appears to say, allegedly, any details on your truck? Thank you, baby. I'm trying to decide if I want to cut it or let it grow. I don't like not being able to speak on the phone to you. I'm thinking about changing my number. What? Okay, I'm assuming that if she's changing her number, it will really be on Drew to change the name in the phone, right? Because it's still going to say Ty. Because the man is apparently getting the messages some kind of way if these are all to be true. Okay, if this is all. But see, my thing is, okay. And here we are yet again with the alleged nuzzle on the neck, the alleged kissy face, the alleged. It could, I mean, they could be whispering in each other's ears, like, hey, I gotta tell you something, but I gotta pose for this photo. So hold still while I lean in close to your eardrum. Yeah, it could just be that. To be honest, you just never know with the photos and stuff these days. You know what I mean? Um, it could honestly be, oh, you have something on your collar. I'm gonna get it off with my teeth. It could just be that. I mean, who knows? Please get this off of my collar too. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't want to be walking around with no tag showing. You know what I'm saying? Like, get it off me. Get it off me, girl. Lean in close. Okay. I mean, you just never know. Okay. See, now Drew is getting the tag off of her. Allegedly. If that's even Drew, I can't see the face. You took my tag off. Let me take yours off. It could just be a little bit of that, a little bit of this, a little bit of that. That's it. That's all. Who knows? I want to know who took the photo. Because whoever took the photo, I'm blaming you. You put this out there. Who took the photo? And that leads me to try to ask this question. Drew and Ty, who are y'all hanging out with that's taking y'all photographs like this while y'all tearing each other's tags off each other's collar? Who was it? Because you need to stop hanging out with them. I'm gonna need you to stop hanging out with them because now they have put these. Now they've given Ralph some photos, and now he has assumed the worst. I mean, the people y'all are saying took the photo are taking me out.
Is it a coincidence? Is it a coincidence? I ask you.
What in the fire? Okay, and this is just, hey girl, we are at the restaurante. We both look fly. Look at us with our shades on. No tags. No tags. Okay. No tags. No tags here. We fresh from the tag. We are tagless. Okay. You know how Nene said Robin was starless. We're tagless. Tagless. Look at us in the mirror looking tagless and cute. That's all that could be, you know. And so what if she fell asleep in the car? You know, that I mean, we've all been there. There are days when I'm tired too. And so sometimes you just fall asleep in the car. Tearing off tags is hard work sometimes. We have a super chat. Thank you, Robert, for the super chat that says Ralph is the type of man where women know he treated Drew like bleep, but they're lining up for the D. Diabolical. I hope Drew takes him to the cleaners for the 5 cents he has. Now, I think the man might got some coins. I think he might got some coins. Apparently, because he said he paying for the house. No, I'd rather be tagless than shirtless. Genesis James, hey boo, look at that profile photo. Y'all be looking good. Just coming off a night shift, but hey, Ralph continues to prove why he is the most diabolical human on the planet. Diabolical. See, this is what I'm saying, Tina. That's what I feel like the people are saying. The more that Ralph exposes, the more that people end up liking Drew. That type of thing does not really work nowadays to your benefit, because you who are doing the exposing, you just end up looking like the person who is more vindictive. Thank you, Robert. Robert says Ralph treated Drew so horrible, and LaToya is beautiful. She should have had some fun with her. Oh, LaToya. Yes, we love some LaToya forever. I don't care what y'all say. Can't nothing y'all say make me hate LaToya. Okay. I think it's because I follow LaToya. Did I follow her before? I don't care. Whatever it is, I follow her now. I like her. She's fun to me. She's a funny girl. I agree. Justice for LaToya. Gone too soon from the world of housewives. Gone too soon. Gone too soon. They could have given her a little bit more life. Yeah. Win some, you lose some. All right. C'est la vie. Ralph. Wrecked it. Ralph wrecked it today. Yeah, so I mean, it's tagless, not toothless. I too have worked with the tagless. And I too have worked with the tagless. In my Kathy Hilton voice. The cameraman said,
Surprise, surprise. Surprise, surprise.
who is the camera person? That really is the question. Who is it? Let me tell y'all something. Beware of the friend that's always taking everybody else's photos. Beware of that person, because they'll get you caught up. Don't go to the club with that person, because you at the club, the lights are down low, you kissing a stranger, and that friend is taking photos. I mean, not kissing a stranger. You're tearing a tag off of a stranger's jacket, a coat, because y'all up nice and close, bumping and whining and grinding and dancing to the rhythms. And the next thing you know, your mouth end up on that tag and you tearing it off. And now your friend taking photos and now they putting it online. Okay, sending it to your ex. Oh, you people are tired. So anyway, let us know in the chat who you guys feel like are taking these photos, and who is sending them to Ralph. Jamie says, hey, Jamie. Ooh, come on through, Jamie. Ralph doesn't care how he makes Drew look. Shaking my head. Okay? Shaking my head. Baby. Ralph said, you know what? I'm going to burn the whole thing down today. Burnt to a crisp. Won't be running around here tagless and thinking I ain't got nothing to say about it. Can somebody tell me what's going on with Kim? What's going on? The tea from page 6 is that Kim, Zolciak, and Croy were forced to move out of their foreclosed mansion by U.S. Marshal. Shout out to the Bravo Snark side for this story. Now, it says Kim and her estranged husband Croy were forced to move out of their foreclosed Georgia mansion by U.S. Marshals. The new owners of the Atlanta estates began the process of legally removing the former couple from the home last December. In a filing, the new owner stated that the former that Kim and Croy hold the premises over and beyond the term for which they rented to them. They also claim that Kim and Croy have already been served the papers for the proceeding against a tenant holding over. After the first few filings from the new owners went unanswered, by Kim and Croy, the U.S. Marshals came in on April 8th. Then, according to the filing, 4 deputy marshals ejected Kim and Croy from the mansion from 3:30 p.m. to 6:45 p.m. Now, we know that Kim had began the move-out process in November before it was set to hit the foreclosure auction. At that time, TMZ had spotted moving trucks outside the home. However, it's unclear whether the mom of 6 returned to the mansion or if she and Croy had fully moved out. This is one of those stories. I hate to see it, but based on what we now know from Ariana on that show and Kim, I guess taking the money from Ariana, according to Ariana, right? And then, it makes you wonder, was everybody in the house just spending? I mean, the adults, were they just spending and spending and what were they buying? Right? I mean, I feel like Kim was always doing a wig sale. I feel like she was always doing a take my worn wig that I've worn and then I didn't sweat it out the roots. You too can have my worn out wig. Did I say that Kim should do OnlyFans? Is she on OnlyFans? Let me look. Not that OnlyFans is the only answer for anybody, okay? But for the celebrity type that, got a following, I feel like she could make a quick coin, instead of selling them worn out wigs. She could probably make a good deal of money. Ooh. Ooh, y'all, I just got some tea, but I can't say nothing. Ooh. Ooh, I just got some tea, y'all. I can't say, I'm not gonna say Nathan. But okay, she don't have OnlyFans on her page, so I don't know if she is or not. Exactly. Larsa has been doing it for years. Everlyn Lorzada has stated, and it's been all over the press, that she makes probably a bit more money from OnlyFans than she does on Basketball Wives. Now, for you to be continuing to run back to Basketball Wives, but I'm sure they kind of feed each other, right? The fact that she's on TV and the fact that she has OnlyFans, it all probably works together. Right? The promo of it all. So I would assume that maybe that's why it works so well for like people like Larsa. Well, I think Larsa might have been doing it even while they were not filming Miami. Actually, I need to go and watch Miami today at some point. But I need to run to the spa. I need a spa day real quick. But anyway, all I'm saying is there's a market out there for you if you are in need. That's all I'm saying. Okay? That's it. That's it. And that's all. For anybody. Okay? I don't care how old you are. There is a market out there for somebody. All you got to do is keep promoting that thing. So if you are a grandma out there and you need some extra cash, rules everything around me, set yourself up in OnlyFans, because according to Everlyn, this is where it's at. You can make possibly double your money, double your income right now. You could probably quadruple it. Not wigs and stretch offs. I'm just saying. Okay. Make yourself a good little coin over there and just live your life, baby. Live your life. But I think that's why we see Kim doing all of these reality TV shows right now, because you got to stay in that cycle, baby. You got to continue to make that money. I know Aubrey O'Day has an OnlyFans, right? I mean, listen, I want the people to be paid. I want people to be paid, profitable, and, just happy. You know what I mean? Like, that's what I really do want, that for the people. I do. Ugh. I feel like the way these girls continue to speak Kim's name in interviews, that Kim may end up back on that show. It wouldn't surprise me, because again, people love the nostalgia of it all. And I don't know that they would be willing to pay Nene to come back in that way, because I know that's what people are wanting. And when we talk about nostalgia, I mean, she's literally it, but I don't know. I don't know. Anyway, Elizabeth, I'm not necessarily sure that. Here's the thing. I don't think that this is a space, considering that we have an audience of Black men, of Black women. We may have gay men, gay women in the chat. I just don't feel like, based on the fact that we're talking about a story about a white woman and a white man and their white children and OnlyFans, that this is the conclusion that you would want to make. That is shocking to me. It's quite shocking to me. Again, this is one of those situations where it feels like you are choosing offense versus understanding entertainment. That is the difference with what it is that we are doing when we are providing commentary on these shows. Similar to the way sports analysts analyze and overanalyze the topic of gameplay. But you never see when they go off on a black player or a white player, no one is in the chat saying you're degrading those people. No one says that. Everyone who is on this show has chosen to be on these TV shows. That's it. That's what we're talking about. No one is degrading anyone here who hasn't chosen to already say, this is what I want to do. And they usually understand what it is that a lot of us do when we provide commentary on these types of shows. So I'm not sure who is being ridiculed or degraded, except maybe in my instance, I get it. Okay. So I just can't agree with this statement here. And if you have a problem with these types of reviews and commentary, then there is a ton, thousands, millions of other channels, content that you can absorb that will, I am sure, make you feel a lot happier and less offended. Hope that helps. Okay. Hope that helps. Okay. With that being said, I don't think we taking Big Back Cadillac anywhere. It's going to stay here for the duration, because if you are choosing to be offended by all of this goodness and fun that we have on a day-to-day basis that makes us smile, then you, my friend, are the problem. All right? We ain't going nowhere. How about that? As long as there's a show to talk about, here we will be. And if it's not me, it's going to be somebody else. Now, with that being said, roll out. Roll out. All right. Listen, sometimes you just got to have sometimes you just got to have a conversation. You know what I'm saying? We ain't going nowhere. Period. Dot. And just for that,
Surprise, surprise. Surprise, surprise.
sing it with me. This is why I can't go live. This is why I cannot go live. Y'all know 9 times out of 10, I am normally very calm, cool, and collected. That is usually my jam. That's my vibe. That's my sweet spot. I do not like when I have to turn it up a little bit. It just be unnecessary. Anyway, with that being said, y'all, that's the tea for today. Make sure you guys like this video if you haven't already liked it. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. Please subscribe to the channel. It keeps the algorithm going. And also provide your comments down in the description, in the comments down below. I will place the links for all of the stories, of course, as I typically do, unless there's a day where I just like am overloaded. But I'll place the links for all of the articles in the description down below, so you can also support the sources that I have provided. With that being said, make sure you guys have a lovely day. It's Thursday, so make sure you get out there. It's sunny here in the DC, Maryland, Virginia area. So get out and enjoy some sunshine. And remember, your boy loves you. And I'll catch you in the next video.